Every Mind Matters, obviously it's in its sort of second guise now coming out. We got a lot of feedback from the NHS and from others that people were accessing the online plan. And so we felt very strongly that, now more than ever, this was a vital tool and a vital service that people could easily access at home, to guide them and give them just some very basic tips to mind their mental health, to mind their well-being through this process. And I think, again, staying connected, staying positive, and being able to talk to friends and family is so crucial. And having just some tips and some ideas as to how to tackle some of this strange feelings and difficult circumstances that we're finding ourselves in is really, really important, just to nudge us through these next few weeks. What I've heard as well, Tina, is about the fact that, in many of these cases, obviously NHS workers, frontline workers, are used to dealing, sadly, with very sad situations, death, and things like that. But I think the scale and the speed of what's going on in hospitals, bear in mind also the isolation. A lot of these patients are sadly dying with no family members around them. And I think for the NHS frontline workers, that is very difficult, because they are there right next to the bedside, looking after and caring for each and every patient who's in a critical condition. And I think they take away that pain and that sometimes that fear and that loneliness that these patients have to go through. They're the ones who absorb that and then take it home to their families. And I think, again, I've spoken about the attrition and the daily attrition rate of that happening to somebody is not normal, and no, we're not superhuman, any of us. So to be able to manage those emotions and that feeling is going to take some time after all this is over as well.
What we're seeing now is the NHS and the frontline workers doing the most extraordinary job, and that's really come to the forefront in the last a few weeks. And I think it's going to dramatically change how we all value and see our frontline workers. And I think that is one of the main positives, really, I suppose, that you could take from this. They do an extraordinary job. It goes unrecognised daily, and now I think all of us as a nation can really see how hard they work and how vital their work is.
It's incredible. I mean, it's amazing. And what I love also is that he's a 99-year-old war vet. He's been around a long time, knows everything, and it's wonderful that everyone kind of is being inspired by his story and his determination. So I think he's a one-man fundraising machine, and God knows what the final total will be. But good on him. I hope he keeps going.